Today we are going to tackle my homeschool closet. This has been getting worse and worse throughout the year where I keep shoving stuff in here. It's to the point now where I cannot put more stuff in it, nor can I get the stuff I want from it. Hi, I'm Stacey with Kids Learning for Life, and so we are going to be doing some organization of this closet. I'm going to be taking everything out of here. I'm going to be moving a few shelves so that they properly fit some new bins that I bought. And then I'm going to basically take an inventory and see what I need and what I don't. So let me get on the other side of the camera and kind of show you what we have to work with here. So here is what we are starting with. I actually already started organizing yesterday. This shelf and this shelf, I kind of went through. I already went through all of the curriculum I have because we're with the charter school. It was the end of the school year, and so I was trying to give back things that we no longer needed. And then I have this shelf that I kind of started working on. So these two shelves, you can see there's already some of the new containers in here, but I was finding that there's a lot of gap space on top of these two shelves. So that's why I'm gonna try to take this shelf and move it up so that I can fit a third box here. And then down here, you can see this is all the stuff that I took off of those two shelves and wouldn't fit back. So we're gonna try and figure out if I really need all of this or not. I've got some bins here and I'll kind of show you where I got those from in a little bit. But yeah, so let's go ahead and set up this camera and start taking everything out of here. So now I've got the shelves emptied. It was actually very eye-opening to see just all of the stuff that fits in here. You'll see that my schoolroom has just been exploded now because I was able to put everything on desks and shelves and couches, and it's crazy how much can fit in a closet. So I know we're gonna be able to donate and get rid of some of this stuff. And there were a few items like the Lego Mindstorms kit I have that I had forgotten we even had. My kids were a little bit young when we first utilized it, and then I was saving it in here for when they got older. So now they're older, so I'll be able to say, hey, let's look at this and let's play with this and see how it works. So getting everything out was very eye-opening, and so I do want to take this shelf out. You can see that the previous owners had just put 2 pieces of plywood, not plywood, just regular board in here. So I just need to make it higher, and then hopefully I can just reuse these same shelves and stick them right back where they were, but just a little bit higher so they'll fit the new organization bins that I bought. So I just wanted to share really quick the bins that I'm going to be using for the most part. As you see, there's already some bins that I have that I may reuse some of them, but the main goal is to try and get everything into these. So these are Sterilite bins. I'm pretty sure my husband got them from Home Depot, but they're the 6-quart and the 16-quart, and they're clear with a gray lid. And I'm really hoping that the clear will help me see what's in everything, so everything is super easy to find. Okay, so I wanted to share this really quick because once I had everything pulled out, I wanted to kind of see which bins I would need. And it actually looks like, even though there is the space here, 3 can actually fit on this shelf. I didn't think it would. So this is super awesome because it means I don't think I'm gonna have to move any of the shelves, which is really, really awesome. So the top shelf, I'm thinking of reutilizing these bins that I already have because they're super heavy duty, and most of the stuff I need up there is going to be like paints and things I don't use that often. So now the hard part is really going to be just getting all of this stuff and all of this stuff back into the closet. So again, there's going to be some stuff that I'm not going to be able to put back. So I already know, like, this is a more advanced like electronic project lab. We have a more simplified one, these snap circuits. So I'll keep this one where the boys can utilize it, but this one I think will find a new home out in Daddy's workshop so that he can utilize that with the kids. And then things like this that are smaller electronics I was keeping in there. I keep them in there for when my youngest niece comes around, but she's getting a little bit older, so I'll have to see, maybe that stuff won't fit anymore. So next, I'm just gonna set up the camera and kind of start figuring out what's going to fit in all of the boxes and what I have space for. Okay, so we're starting to make a huge dent in getting everything back where it belongs. Got a donation box here. There's not a whole lot in it, but this pile is kind of I don't want it to go back in the closet box. There's a few things that I think I can use. So we're making a lot of progress, and I think I've got most everything in the closet that I need. So I'm just gonna finish cleaning up this and see if make sure I'm not fooling myself and that I can actually get all this to fit somewhere. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to figure something out. Finished organizing everything into their bins and put everything where it belongs. So now what it looks like. Row we have trays, which I love these for art. We have a bin, and this has various, again, I'm not perfect. I had to shove some stuff up here still. So this just has various arts and crafts. So I love old diaper bins. So this has pony beads, and then there's another one that has pom-poms. And then it just has various craft materials. There's some clothespins in here. Let me see if I can get this down for you. Okay, so here are those pom-poms, and then, like I said, just various craft materials, string, yarn, letters, just really random stuff. So we also have some paper. These are paint cups, and this is that snap circuits. Up here, again, I still had to shove this IEW right on top. So in here, we just have the paint brushes in another diaper container, some acrylic paints, the tops to the cups, and then just all the paint stacked in here. So this was the one shelf that I decided not to go with the clear bins. I just really like these. They're really heavy duty, and I already had these two bins full. So I wasn't quite, like, the paint was not gonna stand up in this bin, so I needed an open top anyway. So these things all kind of went a little bit above, and I knew it would just be really hard to try to get everything to fit into these. Although I still have some extra bins left over, I could go back and reorganize that. But for now, that's all used not very often, so I'm fine with that. On the next shelf, we have some workbooks that I want access to. These are some upcoming primary mathematics for my kiddos. These are just additional word practice problems. The Brain Quest workbooks I'm keeping around for summer, just in case my kiddos need something to do. Some curriculum I'm just kind of hanging on to. These are the All About Reading cards for different levels. And then in the back, you'll see I have the upcoming All About Reading along with the cards, and some old math books that are just waiting for my youngest. And then over here, we have just a Play-Doh bin, what are these, watercolors, some glitter, and then I also have paint pens, acrylic paint pens. Those are awesome. Then down here, I just have some Scotch tape and a label maker, which you'll notice I don't have labels on any of these. I really didn't want to go through the effort. And in here is just various tapes and glues, and then up here is various pencils, along with like pens and some notebooks and erasers, so various things that the kiddos might need for school, just extras of that stuff. So that's the second shelf. On the third shelf, this big bin, it just has a bunch of random science beakers and graduated cylinders and whatnot. So that just holds all of that. These are extra bits and pieces for like science and engineering, and they're just all kind of in the box. I do plan, now that this is easily accessible, having my kiddos pull this out and just having a inventor day where they get to use all the random bits and pieces, pull out some of the arts and crafts stuff, and let them just kind of create. So that might be fun. We'll see. Here is all magnets. So just a kit full of magnets. So these are those magnet wands with little tiles. These are the shape tiles. This is a Rube Goldberg toy. So you set it all up and it's just a bunch of chain reactions. So that's fun for the kiddos to play with. This is, I'm gonna call it the bug kit. So there's some tweezers and some bug viewing things, magnifying glasses. This is a random science bin. I've got some owl pellets that I'm gonna be using this summer, along with some various like coding STEM type kits that I have gotten from various people that we have not used yet. And then in this top container, it has one of these Math Slam games, and then another, this is like a build a castle. So they're little puzzle pieces. Let me pull this out so I can explain this better. So in here, these are different pieces, and then they all go together kind of like this, and so you build shapes. They're actually really, really fun. But my kids like playing with that, and so yeah, it fit along with the Math Slam. There's no rhyme or reason, they just both fit together. The last thing on this shelf is just a butterfly kit. And then down on the fourth shelf is where I have, this is just paper. So again, this top one is markers, just markers and crayons and various things. These are more like extras for my kiddos. And then in this box here, I have extra construction paper. It says Play-Doh tools, but this was recycled. It has stickers in it. And then there's some envelopes and different rulers and some protractors. So different things that my kiddos might need to make projects and things like that. And then all the rest of these here, so these are just counting bears and counting blocks. These are 3D shape figures. This is a rainbow magnetic fraction circles and tiles. And then this one is probably the one we'll use the most. But so this has the base 10 blocks, some money, and then some clocks. So I find that those are the items we use the most, so that's why they all kind of just got to share one bin. And then this last bin has a whittling. Each of my kiddos got whittling kits, so they have the wood, and then these are each of their safety gloves along with the knife carving sets. And then one of my kiddos, they all got some yarn to make bracelets, so these are just the cardboard things that they can use to hold it. So learning how to make like macrame bracelets and things like that. So that is that shelf, and this last section down here is just where I store extra paper, and then I also have the various ink along with some clear transparent paper. So just some random storage, and this has always been here, it just fit, but this is where we keep all of our gift wrap and various decorating supplies for parties, and our more gift wrap, and then random command hooks. So that I did not organize anything, but it is in this closet because that's where it fits. So that is all the shelves. All right, so I am super excited how this turned out. Oh my goodness, I never have matching containers. You can see the pile of leftover containers that I have that all came out of this closet, and I'm just super excited to have everything basically matching. It's really awesome. If you're curious about what curriculum we're using for next school year, you're definitely gonna wanna check out this video right here. And if you are still in that cleaning mood and you need more inspiration to clean up your homeschool, check out Jenny's video where she decluttered her entire homeschool area. Happy homeschooling, and see you next time.